So in this video, I'm just going to do a brief overview of D2L. This is going to be the main online source or online classroom for this course. Again, if you're online learning, you are to check in or log in between 10 and 2 during the scheduled days. If you're in a cohort where you're learning online, you are also expected to check in between 10 and 2 to see what the announcements are, see what work is expected, and to submit any work as needed. If you're in class, obviously you don't need to check in online because we'll be doing everything in class and your attendance will be taken there. During study hall, if you choose not to come into class for the study hall day and your cohort is expected to be in class, again, make sure you let the office know, your parent or guardian lets the office know, and then you are still expected to check in online. So if you're choosing to work from home that day, as long as the office knows, that's fine, but you have to check in online, log into this course, so that I know that you are getting caught up on your work or practicing or doing whatever you need to do to be successful. So hopefully you are familiar with D2L and where to go. You can get to it from the Crosley homepage. There's an e-learning link on the right-hand side of the page, or you can go to dsbn.elearningontario.ca and log in with your student email and password. If you have any issues with that, please let me know so we can try to get that figured out. But this will be your main page once you click on the course. We see some useful links here. So Desmos link, a link to the YouTube channel, a link to the Weebly website, a link to the Instagram. These will just be the main things that we will be using. We have an activity feed. Not too many things we posted here. I will post the meeting and the meeting links here for you. Content browser, this will be where all the content is. So you will see the units, you will see the blank notes, you will see a link to the textbook. You will see, you can go through and see any of the videos. It'll all be broken down or categorized by unit and then by lesson. So that will come up there. Announcements, this is where you're going to be looking every day that you have to sign in online. It will post or basically outline in a checklist form what you are to be working on during that block, as well as any links to any of the material, whether it's a link to the content, where the lessons are, or it's a link to an assignment or a quiz. So one thing specific with this class, each day there's going to be a small quiz, or you can think of it as an assessment where you'll have to answer 3 questions based on the lessons that we had just done and submit your work. So you'll have to take a picture of your work or scan and submit it as well. So make sure you are familiar with how to do that. In class, I will walk you through that. If you have any questions about that, please let me know. But hopefully in the actual assignments, I have put small directions, so hopefully it's a little bit clear. But again, this is where you're going to look at for your work for that day or block. Google Apps, so again, just if you want to sync your Google account or your student Google account with that, you can. And just some links over here on the side, so just the Desmos Graphing Calculator. The Mathify is an online math help through the government for grade 10s. Again, at the top, the main things that we'll be using will most likely be content and quizzes, sometimes assignments if we're just doing general work, but for each day at the end, we'll be doing the quizzes. Content, there won't be anything here, but if you click on that, that will be the same thing as the content browser. Quizzes will show you what quizzes are available. Again, there'll be one at the end of each day or learning session. Again, if you have any questions about D2L, please feel free to let me know. Hopefully you're familiar with it, but again, please take the time to walk through, look through, familiarize yourself with it and how it works. As long as you can do the basics of submitting stuff, uploading stuff, checking for what the lessons are, that's the main goal. But again, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me sooner rather than later, as again, we only have 2 weeks together and then we're switching to 2 different courses.